Good morning, YouTube, from St. Mary's, Georgia. Dan Matheny here. Today's video is going to be called CMWC. So this is my third time shaving with a straight razor, and I'm going to talk about Chad Makes wet shaving a little bit. So it's just kind of going to be my third time shaving with a straight razor and talking about Chad Makes wet shaving. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to use the Barrister and Mann Lava Nil. It's a pretty good soap. I used it once off of camera. I got it for Father's Day. It's pretty good. And I'm using the straight razor again. I honed it and sharpened it, and I got to be very careful with it. It's a Bismarck. Let's read. Diced German hollow ground. So it's a Bismarck and Solinger. Yeah. So we're going to put this aside very carefully. And the shave brush I'm going to be using today is the Peregrino by Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements. And the aftershave balm I'm going to be using today is the Duke Cannon Aftershave Balm. And the razor I'm going to be using today is the Gillette Black Handle Super Speed, 4th quarter 1969. It's in good shape, but there's some scratches and stuff on it, so, but it's not in bad shape. And, of course, I'm going to be using my trusty alum stick. And my trusty witch hazel. So, I'm using that and that. And the blade I'm going to be using with the razor, if I need to use the razor, is the Gillette Noset. So, alright, I'm going to pause the video here, and I'm going to clog the sink up with water, and I'll be right back. Alright, just to save time, I've already wet the face as I stopped the water and the water was filling up the sink. So I'm just going to go ahead and put on the bloom water. And it doesn't look too good, but I mean, it's there. You can't see it, but that's okay. I like how it smells, though. But how it looks is another, but beggars can't be choosers, so we go ahead and gonna get the brush wet and gonna load the brush, because that's what we do. We do face lathering. Some people don't like it, you know, for sanitary reasons. I can understand that. I prefer a bowl, but with these soap samples that I'm going to be doing videos on, I'm going to have it to where the lather's brown too, but that's okay. But I'm going to have it to where, you know, I use it from the shave bowl because try not to get water everywhere. Just painting it on, gonna work it in. So that's what I'm gonna do right now, just work it in. I don't mind that it's a little brown though, but that's what you're gonna expect from the Landaville or the Lavaville. It's just gonna be a little brown. But yeah, Chad Makes wet shaving. He is learning how to hone right now, and He has a lot of good tips on using a straight razor. He shaves with a straight razor and a DE, but mostly a straight razor. So, but he practices honing. He's honed people's razors already. So, but he's still trying to get the hang of it, and I understand that. But he's a good guy, and he's a big part of the wet shaving community, that's for sure. So, and he believes in Sundays. He likes shaving on Sundays. He believes wet shaving is for Sundays. You know, like I said, this isn't the best color, but at the same time, it shaves really good. So I don't care about the color. And also, Chad pointed out what I was making a mistake on, and he was right. You know, that's how I was holding the straight razor. So I need to just take my time and make sure I'm holding it right, or hold it a better way than what I was holding it. So, and that's what I like about Chad, and that's what I need. I need someone to let me know, hey, you know, you're doing it wrong, or you're doing it this way, you know, you need to be careful. So that's why Chad is awesome. So, but I'll have a link down below to his channel, so check him out. He's pretty cool. So, all right, I'm going to get the razor wet. It's probably not recommended what I'm doing, but at the same time, you know, it works for me. So let's go ahead and hold this razor. How we're going to hold it, with our left hand. Well, actually, I'm going to do my right hand first this time. So I'm just going to have it at the angle, and I'm just going to shave with it. There we go. I stropped it before I used it this morning, so there we go. So we're going to carefully go for my sides without cutting anything off. Very carefully. I don't know, it's cutting a little bit, but it feels laggy. Because I got 2 days, I just have 2 days of growth. So I actually did it less this time. So of course, let me wipe off the excess. I kind of let myself get carried away with the shave, but that's okay. So, all right, there we go. So, Yeah, it's struggling to cut a little bit, but I can still shave with it. It's just I think it needs some love. But yeah, we're gonna get the angle right with our lefty. I'll stretch it out a little bit here. There we go. All right, our goatee area we got to be careful with. Beautiful. All right. Here we go. Yeah, this is a nice thick lather. It's brown though, but I don't care. It doesn't bother me, but it's brown. That's the thing about the Lavanil. So I think that's what it's called. I get confused by the name, but there we go. Yeah, some of the soap excess isn't coming off, so I have to carefully take it off and not bang my straight razor on the sink, because that's why I shouldn't be doing that. But I had to get a little bit of water on it, so. But yeah, there we go. So there we go. All right, so we're done with our first pass, so I'm gonna stop here and we're gonna go to our second pass here in a second. So hold on, I'll be right back. All right, YouTube, I'm back. So we're gonna do against the grain, semi against the grain right here. So we're gonna use our left hand first. Stretch my skin out as far as I can, but I need to see, so. Yeah, it's struggling to cut. So, yeah, it's struggling to cut. I'm going to use a safety razor. So, sorry, straight. It's not working out. But I know how to use a straight razor, so. But I'm still learning. I still need to learn some stuff. Yeah, this soap is slick. So definitely a good soap. Definitely a good shave there without my skin getting irritated. Yep, shave is going good. What I learned from these guys is that you have control over your own shave. So, you know, I'm learning that more and more. So I realized, okay, well, straight razor was not cutting like I wanted, so I decided to switch to the safety razor, and I'm glad I did. Because you know, my skin was yelling at me a little bit. I got a little bit of a weeper, but that's fine. And I need to shave a little bit more around this area right here. Yep. So we're good. We're good. I don't mind if there's a little bit of stuff right there. Okay, I'm going to pause the video, clean everything up, and do the alum stick. So I'll be right back. All right, YouTube, I'm back. Anyway, let's go ahead and use the alum stick. There we go. So we're going to see if we got any feedback anywhere. No, not much. I stopped at the right time because the straight razor wasn't cutting, so for me, but anyway, let's talk about the shave a little bit, or I have an analyzing statement here. The analyzing statement here is that it was a good shave. I stopped and I decided not to go against the grain with the straight razor because it just wasn't going to work, because it wasn't cutting. So, I mean, it was cutting a little bit, but it wasn't cutting enough for me to do, you know, my tricky areas of my neck. So I had to just say, okay, well, I'll just use a safety razor. So I had to stop and do that. But anyway, it was a good shave. And I'm going to finish cleaning everything up, and I'm going to put on the witch hazel and the aftershave balm. So I'll be right back. What's up? Anyway, just got done rinsing everything off and then rinsing the alum off. So now it's time for the witch hazel. All right, here we go. So a little bit of witch hazel. Okay, so here we go. Let's wet this clean right here. Yep. clean. So I'm just going to leave this out here. Let this set. And now it's time for our aftershave balm, our Duke Cannon. Ice cold with shea butter, alcohol free aftershave balm. So just a little bit is all we need. So here we go. Yeah, I'm glad I used the cooling because I just like the effect of it. So, but anyway, that's going to be it for today's shave. Thank you guys so much for watching, and check out Chad Makes Wet Shaving. His favorite day to shave is Sundays. Check him out. Links down below. Links also down below. I'll have two different links for Bear Stearns Man. I got to look at the name again. La Vanille soap. I'll have the link down in Amazon where I got it, and then I'll have the Bear Stearns Man website where you can get more information about the scent notes and stuff like that down below. So check that out. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and that's going to be it. See you on the next shave.